Hey Redline, I've watched the first part of your video reply to Brett Keane, the one you've titled, Reply to Atheist Redline Admits False Flagging Christians. I have to say, your video of yesterday or the day before I watched, the one where you were in the car with the other gentleman and you mentioned that you flagged off of someone's channel a video of yours that that person uploaded to his channel. I've also seen, say in the comments or whatnot, that you consider his having done this to be stealing your content. Okay, I'm making this video to ask you to retract that flag. I'm going to explain why in a minute, after I play a section of the video you've just uploaded, and I'm going to explain that to you. So just bear that so you know where this is going. Anyway, take it away, sir.
Again, as long as the clips are used for the purpose of context, it's actually protected under fair use. In every one of my videos to Ronnie, none of them are full complete videos or uploads from his channel, which would break copyright. Instead, the videos are laid out in a clip, reply, clip format, which is actually the same format you are using to make your video towards me. Not only does this show that you are a hypocrite, but it shows you have little understanding on the topic of copyright. The replying format, as stated previously, entails that I put my own content in the upload in order to prove an overall original point. Again, this is what Ronnie did not do.
Okay, so you're telling Brett Keane he doesn't understand copyright law. Probably true. It's Brett Keane. But the fact he doesn't understand copyright law, just so you know, doesn't mean that you do. It's possible, as it happens, for neither of you to know what you're talking about. In other words, for both of you to be full of shit. It is true to say that there exists a thing called copyright, and that it has laws that surround it, and they set out certain provisions, and require, impose certain obligations, and grant certain rights and whatnot. But there's another thing in the law that exists, which is relevant here. Namely, it's a whole other kind of law. It's called contract law. You upload videos to YouTube. A YouTube user took that video and put it up on his channel, which he can do. The terms of service to which you agreed when you uploaded that video provide, in Chapter 6, Clause C, the following in full. For clarity, you retain all of your ownership rights in your content. However, by submitting content to YouTube, you hereby grant YouTube a worldwide, non-exclusive, royalty-free, sub-licensable, and transferable license to use, reproduce, distribute, prepare derivative works of, display, and perform the content in connection with the service in YouTube's and its successors and affiliates business, including without limitation for promoting and redistributing part or all of the service and derivative works thereof in any media formats and through any media channels. Further, you also hereby grant to each user of the service a non-exclusive license to access your content through the service, and in addition to that, and to use, reproduce, distribute, display, and perform such content as permitted through the functionality of the service and under these terms of service. The above licenses granted by you and video content you submit to the service terminate within a commercially reasonable time after you remove or delete your videos from the service. You understand and agree, however, that YouTube may retain, but not display, distribute, or perform server copies of your videos that have been removed or deleted. The above licenses granted by you and user comments you submit are perpetual and irrevocable. Let me just highlight the important part there in case that you tuned out. You hereby grant each user of the service a non-exclusive license to access your content, to use your content, to reproduce your content, to distribute your content, and to display and perform that content as permitted through the functionality of the service. He doesn't need to criticize you to put one of your videos up on his channel. You granted him a license to do that for however long, plus the commercially reasonable period of time after however long you keep that video up on YouTube. So if you want his to come down, you first have to take yours down and then wait that commercially reasonable period of time. And if you don't reverse that flag, and in other words, it stays on that person's channel, who I don't know from Adam, I hope that he sticks it to you. because you fucking deserve it. Don't go around agreeing to terms of service that grant other people licenses to take your content and use it however they'd like, and then get all butthurt when someone does exactly what you contracted with YouTube and agreed that they could do. Knock that shit off.